Chris Wrestling Views, you guys, are back again with the Monday Night Raw review here. As you can see, the opening part of the show was Io Sky. Came out after Rhea Ripley was wondering what was next for her. And Io Sky pretty much said that Adam Pearce allowed her to choose the winner of who she was going to face for her Women's World Championship at Women's Evolution on, I think it's next Sunday, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But Io Sky, she would say that she wanted to fight the very best that WWE overall had to offer, and she chose Rhea Ripley. And so Rhea Ripley, being that being that top woman on Monday Night Raw right now, it was no brainer. So of course this match is definitely gonna be fire. We know how Io Sky can go. We know how Rhea Ripley can go. So I think this match is gonna be a banger. We did crown new World Tag Team Champions on Monday Night Raw. The crowd erupted, and I'm talking about when they erupted, they were happy that the New Day lost the Tag Team Championships. And when they lost the Tag Team Championships, you guys, like, I never expected the crowd to be that happy, because those are like pretty much two heel tag teams, and they just pretty much wanted Finn Balor and JD McDonough to win those Tag Team Championships over the New Day. I was like, wow. I mean, even though New Day did get like a lot of heat, but at the same time, it was just, it was overall crazy. So with that being said, you guys, we did see all the male members of the New Day. I mean, the Judgment Day. God dang, all these days around here. Pretty much hold all the tag team gold. They did get Pyro up there in Pittsburgh, you guys, and they were definitely happy. Earlier, before the match started, we got a backstage segment where we seen Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles backstage, and saying that Dominic Mysterio said he has a doctor note that overall states that he can't be touched. And then that's when Dominic Mysterio called him out about his glasses, like, hey, put your glass. He's like, put those glasses on. He's like, yeah, put my glasses on. Okay. And he's like, yep, right here. I think he said, you're an asshole or something like that. I was like, wow. So I can't wait for them to actually have their match. They'll probably do it sometime next week. Probably at the main event or something like that. They'll probably announce it next week on Raw. But of course, you can see where Chad Gable, of course, had to take time off. You can see Luger Kaiser. If you look very closely, he's emerging back there in the background. And he's like, And then, lo and behold, a Grande Americano, which we now know that is Luger Kaiser, that WWE showed us clear as day that Luger Kaiser were in the background earlier. And then Chad Gable left. And then, of course, you can, like, his stature, like, you just can't, like, the way how he stands, you guys, we know that's no-brainer Luger Kaiser. So that's the way to get him back on WWE TV. I know it's going to be incredible, too. So the Women's Evolution thing, you can see one team from Raw, one team for SmackDown, one team from NXT. Who will it be, you guys? We did get a vote where Roxanne Perez is the newest member of the Judgment Day and the new one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. So that was definitely crazy, too. Now, Gunther would come out and talk about how he's going to beat down Bill Goldberg and, send him straight pretty much into retirement. And so Seth Rollins would emerge. I thought Bill Goldberg was going to come out because it was like reports being out there, but reports never true. But just a report that Bill Goldberg was going to be on every Raw leading up into Saturday night's main event. So of course, you guys, Seth Rollins would come out there, and Gunther talked about how overall, like, cashing in and all the other stuff, whatever. But, he didn't cash in. He didn't try to cash in on him yet. But he said, Seth Rollins said both titles are, up for grabs. It don't matter who it's going to be, whether it's John Cena, whether it's Gunther, or whether it's Goldberg, or whether it's Cody. He said he's going to cash in on somebody. So, of course, the crowd is definitely still behind Seth Rollins. CM Punk did come out there and attack Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins jumped over the barricade and hightail up. And then CM Punk pretty much pushed Gunther on his ass. So could we get this match here for SummerSlam where CM Punk faces Gunther for the world title? We'll see. Of course, you guys, LA Knight would emerge and attack Seth Rollins from behind. So it's definitely going to be interesting to actually see what's going to happen with these two. And so we did get it later on the show. Well, people in up in the little waiting area, they did get like a good, good fight, watching like up close. I think better than they did at Raw. So Adam Pearce would announce that it'll be LA Knight versus Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match. We know this match is not going to be clean. We know Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker is definitely going to come out there. But could Seth Rollins be hinting that it's going to be a new member possibly for his group to come out there? Could it be Ethan Page from NXT, or could it be Ricky Starks? But I think more so, if it would be Ricky. It would be Ethan Page. So Karrion Kross would come out there and he would, he would attack Sami Zayn backstage before Sami Zayn main event match, and he wanted Sami Zayn to admit that he was right about everything about him losing and so on and so forth. And I know this feud with these two are definitely not over with yet, so I can't wait to see more from them. This was the second greatest match on Monday Night Raw last night, where Rusev defeated Sheamus, you guys. And the way he defeated Sheamus were pretty odd. So I'm going to show you here in a second how it actually happened. But the match definitely was a banger of a match. And I was like, oh, man, this is definitely incredible of how WWE projected this match between the two. Hard-hitting, non-stop action, you guys. And so I was like, man, so Rusev pulled off the little thing where the little steel part at and pulled Sheamus' chest straight to it, you guys. And, I wonder why the referee didn't call the match. During the commercial break, you guys, we did get where, Grayson Waller just hyping up the New Day and said that he had to drop dead weight. So, of course, him and Grayson Waller are actually broken as a team. So, next, you guys, we know Lyra and Bayley were going to fight, and we knew how the match was going to outcome, whether somebody was going to get in there and have a DQ finish, or it actually came out as a draw. So, I was like, oh, wow. So, they did this match as a draw. So, we know what is going to be a triple threat match at Women's Evolution next weekend. So, of course, Braun Breaker, he was up there calling shots. And you can tell in the face, like Paul Heyman, he's like, no, you got to listen to me. And I was like, oh, man. So, Braun Breaker seemed like he's definitely about to be breaking away from the group. I would give it until about SummerSlam. He's definitely probably going to call Seth or something somebody's going to call Seth that briefcase. I don't know who it's going to be. And of course, Seth Rollins, they say he was on a jet or whatever, going to go do a plan B. What is Seth Rollins' plan B, you guys? Comment down below. Let me know what Seth Rollins' plan B is. Of course, the main event was Penta and Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Of course, Braun Breaker did pin Sami Zayn, and I was like, oh, man. So Karrion Kross definitely going to have something to say about that. Of course, you guys, we heard Jey Uso theme song hit, and then Jey Uso came out there to make the save, and he was laying the beats onto Braun Breaker and to Bronson Reed as well with that steel. Jey Uso, you guys, would come out and, put the beats onto Braun Breaker and to Bronson Reed as well. Of course, Seth Rollins didn't come out there from behind and attack Jey. And so looks like Seth Rollins' plan for his group may need a plan B. So could we get a 6-man tag team match next week on Monday Night Raw with these three versus Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed on Raw in a main event? We'll definitely see what's going to happen there. So still to wonder, what is Seth Rollins' plan B that he has, because his guys can't really protect him, like how the bloodline was overall with Jimmy J, Solo, and them. So wonder if that 5th man will be making his debut at Saturday night's main event next weekend on Saturday. Comment down below, let me know. Raw was a pretty decent, kind of odd show. Rating on the show, I would have to give it a 7 out of 10. Probably a 6.9 out of 10. But anyways, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments down below in the description. Till next time, you guys, Crucial Wrestling Views out.